Hello, my name is Anne, and this is Toby. And welcome to a Toby Knits Sit and Knit podcast. I've got my cup of tea, I've got my knitting. I wonder who's going to come today. Oh, someone's at the door. Let me see who's at the door.
Hi, Anne.
Alice!
Hi, how are you?
I'm really good. How are you doing? Toby went flying off to the
I'm
door
doing
when he heard the
good.
knock.
Pardon?
Toby went flying off to the door when he heard the knock.
Good boy, good boys. Chewy as soon as I said hello to you, Chewy jumped off the bed too and decided he was going to come in here too. You going to come sit
Oh,
with Mom? Yeah?
oh,
Come sit
come
with
on,
Mom? Oh, you want
Toby.
up? Come on then. Don't knock the table.
Oh,
Say
Toby's
good
back.
morning, Toby.
Toby's back.
Say
Look,
good morning.
Chewy.
Look,
Chewy,
Chewy,
it's
there's a puppy. There's
Toby.
Toby.
Oh,
The boys
now
have finally met in person.
they did.
Okay,
Now,
you're going to get down because I don't want you licking me.
no,
Hey, you
exactly.
know what? I had to drop in today.
Why?
Why? Because I need some expert advice.
Oh,
And I
okay.
thought, who better than Anne? Okay, Anne. Remember my chickens that I made, and I made them into bowling pins, like
Yes.
bowling
Yeah.
pins, but they're like chickens, right? I don't have
Right.
any here because they're at home. I'm out at the trailer, by the way, as you can tell, the green screen.
Yes.
I found a ball that's the perfect size.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm thinking I want to cover it with
Yes.
knitting or
Right.
crochet.
I
What
would
would be your advice?
crochet it.
Crochet?
Yeah, it's easier to do a circle in or like a sphere in crochet than it is knitting,
In
I think.
crochet. So I've got this. Okay, so I'm going to do it in white. So it
Yes.
looks like an egg. So it looks like an
Good
egg
idea. Good
to throw
idea.
at the chickens.
Yeah. Oh my God, I cannot
So
wait
what do
to
you,
see these.
I know, right? I was practicing at home. It works, but I haven't
Yes.
filmed it or anything yet. Okay, so now my second question is, how do I crochet it so that it comes off? Because it's white and I don't want this it's acrylic, right? So it can
Yeah.
just come off to be washed. Should I just make a circle and then just draw it up?
Yes.
Or should I
Yes.
start big and no, I can't do that. Yeah.
No.
And then it'll make it like an oval, won't it?
Yeah. So start like flat. Do your 6 or 8 um
Center
single crochets into the center, whatever,
ring.
or double crochets
Yeah.
or whatever, and then keep building your ring till it looks like it's going to be the right size to fit the ball. But you want to be like a little tiny bit smaller than the ball, right? Because you want it to stretch around
Okay.
the ball. Then
Yeah.
come up,
Yeah.
just do the holes all the way up to the top. Then decrease, but don't decrease all the way till you're down to 1 stitch. Decrease until you've got about 8 stitches maybe left
Well,
in your
enough so that they can pop it out, right?
so
You
they
have to
can
be able
pop
to
it
pop
out,
the ball out.
and then you'll need a big string. And what you might want to do is pull a string through, but then put some, because you don't want to lose that string. So
Yeah.
put some oh, I wish I had the bag. It's in the other room. But it's the bag that I got from June, and she put little beads on the end to stop the knot disappearing.
And it's on the outside?
Yeah, so then they'd be on the outside, like 3 little beads on the outside.
Wouldn't that, yeah, rolling it might be funky then.
Yeah, that's the
That's
whole
the
point.
only catch.
That's the whole fun
Yeah,
part.
that's true. That's true. That's the fun of it. It'll take off down the hallway somewhere else in a completely different direction, won't it? Thanks, Anne.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Good
I'll
stuff.
send
Good
you a
stuff.
picture of what I mean later, so that you
Okay.
know what I'm talking about.
I
Because I
thought
have.
maybe one of those, as you were saying it, I thought maybe one of those cord stoppers, the ones that you slide on your jacket.
Oh, yeah, that could work too. Yeah,
That
but you
could
did
work
that,
too. Yeah, I think
you did
maybe
say
that could work.
something, because when
That I
she
might even get to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Sorry, go ahead.
when she opens it, right, it's gonna take all that string and then it's gonna lose it. So you've got but then when she
Yeah, 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 yeah.
right, you're gonna have a piece. So you need something on
Yeah,
the end of that straggly piece.
yeah, yeah. We got it. We're total ingenious people, eh? We figure stuff out like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, the only other thing you could do is do it in
Thank you.
black.
In black.
Yeah,
Oh, the
like knit
ball, the
yeah,
egg.
do it yeah, do it in
But I don't have any black, and I want it to be an egg, and that would be
yeah.
a rotten egg.
That would definitely be a rat bag, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. So how long have you been up at the trailer?
I came down on the 5th, I guess, and it's been kind of rainy off and on here.
Yeah,
um, since I came down. Walter went home yesterday, so that's why I'm sitting in today. It's rainy today, so I can't even sit out. I didn't even want to visit you from the gazebo because it's when the rain falls out there, it's so loud. It's like thunder. So
yeah,
it's hard to hear each other,
I
But
know,
yeah,
I
no, that's so I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna have my coffee. I got all my projects around me, and yeah, get started. Have a cup of coffee and give my friend Anne a shout. How's it going? You're back
really
from England.
yeah, back from England, had a fab trip, enjoyed being with my dad. It was lovely hanging out with my dad
Good.
and watching all the things he does on a day-to-day basis, because,
Oh,
um,
cool.
you know what, he's 91, and I like, every day, every single day Monday to Friday. He gets up in the morning because my brother's gone to work. He has his breakfast. He gets dressed and he goes out in the car and he drives to the shops to get his newspapers every day.
Wow.
And
Every
I was
day.
almost every day. And I was like almost terrified when he said to me, "Come on, we're going to get the papers." And I don't drive. So I thought, oh
No.
my God. My dad still drives at 91. I was terrified. I got in the car and I thought, I don't even know, can he turn his head to look behind him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, honest to God, he was way better than my brother is at driving.
Oh, wow. Did he freak you out because he was on the wrong side of the road?
No, I don't know why. I just kind of get used to it. I don't know. It's like my
Oh,
accent. My
okay.
accent just automatically
Yeah, it
comes
comes
back.
back.
And
I do that
and
too. I do that too.
yeah, and then when I'm at home, I just automatically know I'm on the other side of the road. It doesn't freak me out. What did freak me out was how thin and narrow the roads are, how small their
Oh,
roads.
yeah.
That freaked me out because at one point we're going down this lane, and of course they do live in the country, but we were going down this lane, and I swear to God, you would never have got two cars side by side in this lane, and I was just praying nobody was going to come around the corner. But so I was never so happy to get back to my 3 and 4 lane highways.
Our main drags are like 3 and 4 lanes wide, right? It's like
Exactly.
and our roads are like 3 lanes wide because you got to
Exactly.
have the parking lane.
Yeah. So, yeah,
That's yeah. So
it
where
was
your
just
dad is it very busy there? Like, is it a
no,
busy
he
little
lives
city or?
no, he lives in a little village, but the village is outside of a main city. He's like a 20-25 minute drive to a main city. But just
Okay.
on the outskirts of the main city are all the major shops, like the big departments, not department stores,
Okay.
the big
Yeah, yeah.
grocery stores and all that. So he doesn't really have to go into the city, but he's always got a 10-15 minute drive to get to a grocery store,
Okay.
so. Mhm.
That's all right. Yeah,
And he
I
has
know you had Alex on there and I always laugh when she says she's going, shopping and then she starts walking everywhere. Wow. I'm thinking,
yeah,
is everything within walking distance in England? Is that
yeah.
true?
No, not
Yeah.
really. I think it depends
No?
where you live,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends where you are,
Yeah.
really. I mean, even my village here, I can walk to the grocery store,
Oh yeah.
but do
I
I?
guess I
No.
could too if I wasn't so lazy.
Exactly. That's what I just said. Do I know? I wait till Bob gets home. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
basically lazy. No, I say that and it's not true. I know people go, don't say that. I'm not really lazy, but
oh, we
I
do just
don't
have
like
other things
to
to
go
do.
grocery shopping and walk.
Oh,
Hey?
I love grocery shopping, and that was one of the things when I was at home. I think that England has nicer grocery stores than we do here. They have a lot more choice, and they prepackage everything much nicer, and
Yes, yes.
it's not as plasticky as here, let me say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not as plasticky as here, and, the way they wrap stuff up, and they also have a lot because I think they have a lot more elderly people there than we do here, and so what happens is they make a lot of pre-made food that's already cooked, and basically all you
Okay.
have to do is and they're fresh. It's fresh made and
Wow.
cooked, it's not frozen.
Wow.
So all they
Well, I
have
know
to
that they do a lot of people there shop daily
what my dad
because they
does, yeah,
don't have big refrigerators. Yeah.
exactly.
Like us,
So
we've got these massive fridges and refrigerators and freezers in our
uh,
kitchens and basements, that we store things in advance. And I don't know
exactly,
why we are so different when most of us are from England originally.
I know. But well, I think it's
Yeah,
because maybe our grocery stores are further away from us, so we don't wanna go every day. So we go and get a
that's
bunch of
true.
stuff
That's
all at
true.
once and then have
Yeah.
to freeze it, right? But their food all
Yeah.
seems to be very much pre-cooked, and packaged, but like I said, in a really nice package. It's not plasticky looking.
Nice.
And then, so they
Wow.
just heat it up in a microwave basically when you get home. So there were
Yeah.
tons and tons of really nice meals and that, and of course they do lots of like cream cake things. I love
Say
cream cakes.
what?
Cream cakes. I
Oh,
love cream cakes.
yeah.
So,
I
you
do
know,
too. Don't tell anybody.
no, no. And but it was a really
So
nice
what you
visit.
knitting on over there?
I'm working on a pair of socks for my brother. When I was at home, there was a yarn store near where my dad and my brother live, and they took
Of
me
course.
in, and of course, and well, they didn't take me in. I went in. They
Yeah.
just had to wait, and I found this really nice yarn. So, and
Oh my King Cole.
it's King Cole, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I love
and
King
it's
Cole.
called Footsie, and it's 100%
Yeah,
acrylic. And so my brother said he liked it and, that he, would like me to make
it
him a
kind
pair
of
of
looks like fruit.
it does. Well, it's called passion fruit.
Oh, well, there you go. Ah,
Yeah, and of course, I'm doing the whole rows with the stitch marker things that, Crazy Sock Lady K
yeah.
does. I've never done that
Oh, I
before.
do that too. I think everybody does. And you know what's funny? I did it before I heard that Crazy Sock Lady did it. I was
Oh,
already doing it, but and then when
that's the
she
first
does it,
time
do
I've
it
done it.
now. I put on my podcast like the Crazy Sock Lady because I'll give
Yeah,
her credit for it if she likes. Yeah,
yeah.
no
But
worries.
I've never done it before, so this is a new thing for me. It's the first time I've ever done it. I mean, I always put a stitch marker at the beginning of the round, but most of the time I
Yes.
was uh, magic loop. I don't very often knit on DPNs, but for this particular sock, I decided I would, and I am also doing it only on 3 DPNs, not 4, so which is
You mean
different.
for not? Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
way
like
I'm doing.
all
I'm doing
stitches are on 3.
I'm doing a mouse for Ellen from Mousy Makes podcast.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing a little mouse, a Magnus mouse, and I'm making him clothes. And I'm
Oh,
doing those on 3 instead of 4. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
making his clothes now, making some overalls.
I just find I've got a little bit more I find it easier to hold.
Hold, yeah, when there's 4, there's too many. I
Yeah, I
find
just
I'm not used to it, yeah.
so I
I
got more
learned on 4 though, so
well, I feel
I
like I
mean, we didn't
learned
always have magic loop.
no, no, I feel like I learned on 3, but, um, and then when
Guess it
I
depends on the circumference, right?
yeah, and then when I found Magic Loop, then I just loved it and sticked with that, so yeah, so
I learned how to do DPN knitting, making socks, circular
yes,
socks, my mom used to call them,
yeah.
and for skating socks, and I used to make it in baby wool. With you
Oh,
remember
yeah,
the white baby wool with the little silver thread through it? And I
yes.
used to make baby socks the same, and they'd be about 6 inches long
Oh,
and from toe to, and they'd be so tiny. And then I'd crochet a long string in the, or a long tie, put little tassels on the ends, and you could
oh,
wrap it around their leg and tie it in a little bow. They were so cute. I made
oh,
so many pairs of those, but that's how I learned DPNs, was on those circular
yeah,
I know it's 3 knit, 3 purl for 3 rows, then you move one. 3 knit,
oh,
3 purl for 3 rows, and then you move one.
gosh,
Like you move one
you
around
can
so
still
that it
remember the,
spirals.
you can still remember the pattern.
I know. Well, I made them, so many of them, when my kids were young and all my friends were having babies,
Yes.
those were perfect because my kids were in nighties. They weren't in sleepers. They
Yes,
didn't
yes,
like sleep. Yeah, they were in those flannel nighties. Remember, with the smocking on the
yeah,
top?
yeah, oh my
Yeah.
god,
So, and even the boys wore those.
I still have one of
Hey.
those that my boys wore. It's yellow,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
was gonna
They
give
were
it to
so nice because you could swaddle them.
exactly, and I was gonna give it to one of the, girls for the girls' babies, but
Yeah.
I didn't give it away.
Oh, yeah. So their little feet were always bare. I made tons of those socks for all
Yeah,
my friends and stuff. And then they came out with sleepers, and
and
there
sleepers,
you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
But
just
those
on the
those nineties
toe
were a lot better.
I'm on the toe
Sure.
now, so I'm just
Nice.
hoping I can get the toe. So what are you making?
I'm actually working on a Jessie made um bralette, the ripple
Oh,
bralette.
I've seen you doing that. Yeah, I love that yarn,
This
by the
is gonna
way.
take me forever. I'm not really in a big hurry to make it because I'm using it as a layering piece in the winter. I want it
Yes,
go under my sweaters.
yes.
Yeah, it's definitely, I was gonna make it as a proper bralette for the summer too, and then I thought, probably it's kind of green and yellow. It's not really my color or my taste for wearing as a visual piece you can see.
Yeah,
So I
exactly.
thought, well, I'm
Well,
gonna
I wouldn't be
definitely enjoy it as a bralette under my sweaters this
yeah,
winter.
I
So,
wouldn't be worried about the color, I'd be worried about showing my belly off.
oh
If
yeah,
I
no,
were
I would, yeah, but you know what? You just put a shirt over it, right? Like a little
yeah,
light summer shirt, you
yeah,
know? And I mean, all my bras are basically not even bras, they're sports bras, right? So, or
yeah,
they're sports tops.
I know.
I don't, yeah. So I
No,
wear
I
those now, and so if I
yeah,
see the straps, I don't care.
exactly. Yeah, because they're nice,
They're
thicker.
colorful.
Yeah, and they're nice and thick too, so the strap, so it
Yes.
doesn't look like it's a
Yeah.
bra.
Oh yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
not. They call them sports tops, right?
yeah, yeah, I
So
think
I just
they're
wear those now.
good. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And our weather's been
So
rubbish the last 2 days. We've had nothing but rain and well, it was very humid last week. I don't
here
even remember.
too.
Oh my god, it was like 38, 7 degrees with the humidity. It was horrible. And then we
Well,
had big rainstorms, and, right after that, it dropped right down cold. It's about 15 today. I nearly
oh,
put the heating
don't you
back
hate
on.
that?
I know.
Well, yeah, out here we need the heat for sure, right? Like I don't use my furnace because
Yes.
it's propane, and we have, if I can get away with it, unless it gets really cold and then I go home.
Yeah,
You know, I
then you
mean,
go,
I'm not gonna sit out here. I'm not gonna sit out here in the rain and the freezing cold. I could be at home, you know.
I know.
But I have little like electric heaters, fan heaters.
Oh, yeah.
So I have one in the gazebo and I have one in here, and it keeps the chill off big time. Like I think it's an 18 or 19 in here right now. I got my hoodie on because it is a little chilly. I took Chewy for his poop walk, if you can say
Yeah,
that on camera. Yeah,
yeah,
and I took him for that just before I gave you a shout, and got that done. So now I'm in for the afternoon, and we're
yeah.
good.
I know. I
But
did
it
some
is
sewing this
it's so
morning.
gloomy here. It's just
Mm.
we did get 3 days of sun, so we got the deck stained.
Oh, good.
That I don't. I have a huge, this stupid big deck with 3 levels on it, and
Oh,
it's
my,
so annoyingly lots, to stain. So we got it all
yeah.
done and got that finished. So it looks really good. So
Do you stain it
next
every
time I do
summer?
a walkabout,
Do you stain it
no,
every
no, every five,
Oh, every 5.
5 summers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is our fifth or sixth summer here now.
Oh,
Fifth, I guess, because we got it in 2019, just before COVID.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
bought it in 2019. Yeah, this is my happy place.
yeah.
Walter just goes home and I go home. This year's going to be rough. This year we're not going to have a lot of not a lot of time here because with my granddaughter turning 18, my
Mm.
grandson's birthday, then she's graduating, and then both my daughter's birthdays are in June and my son-in-law's birthday is in June, and both my grandkids in July, and then we're going to Edmonton for 2 weeks in August. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, to visit
Yeah,
family. Walter's
I was
family's
gonna say, is
in
it
Edmonton. We
for
go
family?
there every 5 years.
Yeah, to
Pardon?
visit family? To visit family?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's who's getting the chickens.
Oh, God, that's right. I can't wait to see that
Yeah,
when it's on. I want a
I
video
know.
of
I
you
can't wait to
playing
see.
it.
Oh, I'm going to video them playing with them for sure. Oh,
Yes.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to have to get permission from their mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, if not, I'll just put a happy face on top of their faces and throw it
Yeah.
on video.
Or
But yeah, no,
just
it'll be
go
fun
from
to.
the waist down or something. Because all you need to see, you've
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
watch
yeah.
the water. You need to see them chucking the ball at
They're
the
little guys too. I think the one little guy is gonna be 18 months
Oh, they're
and the
really
girl is gonna be 3.5. So
yes.
yeah, they're just little toddlers, eh? So that'll be
Oh,
funny. I hope
oh
they
my
like it. I can't see why it wouldn't be fun. I mean, if they don't like it, I'll play with it,
exactly, yeah,
you know.
yeah. The adults will
Of
more than
course, I'll be
likely
putting
play with
money
it.
on it.
Yeah, the adults will play with it more.
Probably have a couple of drinks, a couple of glasses of wine, and we'll be having a good night.
That's right, that's right. Oh, how many am I
Yeah.
supposed to do of this?
I'm
Right.
gonna be in Edmonton and heading. I don't know if I'm going to Calgary first or on the way back, but it's too bad I'm gonna miss the Knit City Calgary. I'm gonna miss it
Oh,
by like 3 days. I'm gonna be there
uh,
3 days before, and I just can't talk Walter into letting let me
I
stay, but that's okay.
I know. I missed the whatever the one was in Toronto. When we flew into Toronto with my dad, it was the day
Yeah.
before or the weekend before or
Oh
something.
no.
I know, so I missed the train.
Oh. Oh well.
So,
Some of the I know some of the dyers, eh? I guess you do too, and the air and the people that own the
yeah.
places out in Ontario. There's so many more yarn places in Ontario than in Manitoba. We just got
Oh,
one new yarn store called Pearl and
oh,
Hank, and
oh,
yeah, they're out further out Portage Avenue, out way, way, way out the other end of the city for me. Let's put it that way. It's like an hour and a half drive, just or hour and 15 drive just
to get there.
to their place. But it's a 40
Wow.
minute drive to my yarn store now. So
Gosh.
yeah. So that's why I do a lot of online shopping. I know I shouldn't, but
Yeah. Well, you
wool
just have
warehouse, here I come.
well, that's right, and because especially because, you have
Flat
to
rate
think of the
shipping.
gas. Well, the gas to get there, by the time you
Yep.
add up gas, and then sometimes if you
Yep.
have to pay for parking, but
No, I don't have to pay, thank goodness, but it's hard to find parking. It's
I
in
know.
it's in an end of town that we call Granolaville. It's
Oh,
all the old hippie area of town with the big three-story houses, and like the
yeah.
first houses in the city were built there.
Oh,
Big, massive houses and stuff, but it's a lot of we used to call it Granolaville because it's where all the hippies were.
well, the
And back
hippies
in the
were.
day, we used to have a lot of Hare Krishna here.
Oh, did you? Gosh, you don't see
Yeah,
them
and they lived in
anymore.
that end of town too. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see them
Yep, I
anymore.
grew up in that end of town. Hey?
You don't see them anymore.
I
That,
know, I know. Used to see them at the airport.
yeah.
It
Hmm.
was a real thing.
Yeah, it
I used to
was.
like them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to like them around. Anyways, days gone by, hey?
Yeah, they're gone now, so
I think
yeah.
the religion is still around. They're just not recruiting like they were back then. Of
No,
course,
maybe
everybody
not.
was recruiting in the 70s, right? Oh
Yes,
God, am I dating myself or what,
you
girl?
are. You are. Stop, stop, because I am agreeing with you, so you're dating me too.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
So when's your next? So I'm going to be on your podcast now, aren't I?
Yeah, next
You're recording me in my visit, you?
am. Yeah, so it'll be next Tuesday.
Okie
So a week
doke.
today because I just put one up this morning. And so yeah, it'll be next week. By the time I edit this and chuck a few more things in, so it'll be next Tuesday. So
Cool.
that'll be fun. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
I'm getting there.
I was counting all my whips up on my podcast today to see how many whips
Oh,
I've got because there are 2 new ones I wanna start. Plus, I ended up starting a new one this last week anyway. So it's like,
yeah.
because I just cast on a Ranunculus
Oh,
sweater.
nice. Have you done that before?
No, it's my first one, and I can already
Oh, I've
tell it
done
will
three.
not be my last.
No, I've done three of them. They're nice. They're a
Yeah,
nice little sweater.
yeah, I'm really
I've done it
enjoying.
in three different wool. I did
Well,
my first one in I did my first one in fingering,
yeah,
and I probably will never wear it again. I was even thinking about it the other day. I might just frog it back for the wool.
right.
And I made one in um oh crap. Oh, I know the one that I got the wool from the thrift store. I bought a sweater from the thrift store and then I pulled it all back. So
Oh,
I've got that one, but it was kind of a black with little all different colored neps in it, and you couldn't really see the
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 holes.
beautiful yoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see the yoke as well. But I like the sweater, and I made that one 3/4 length sleeves. And then I made the last one was I made it out of that mystery yarn that I got from Value Village from the thrift store, that buffalo wool, I think it was, from
Yes.
Brandon here. And it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's that roving, right? And that
Yeah.
I wear a lot in the wintertime. It's so nice.
Well,
So
this
thick
one
and
that I'm
light.
doing is it's actually a baby yarn, I think. It's a Brene yarn I found downstairs. Like, I don't even know where it came
Yeah.
from. I think somebody gave it me. And
Okay.
it's just a sport weight DK. So I was gonna try
Nice.
to do it like a lace, and I had this
Hmm.
one fabric that was kinda lacy, but it was
Yeah.
it was too fluffy. It had like a mohair in it or something, and I couldn't even see the
Okay.
stitch
Yeah.
properly. So
Yeah. A lot of people do use mohair
yeah,
though to make it, but I
I know.
like it. Yeah, I like it when it's defined.
Me too. So I
Yeah.
wound up, switching to this sport weight yarn, and I am absolutely loving it. I cannot put it down. And,
Nice.
it's in a very baby pink, which funnily enough, purple is my favorite color, right? Purple and pink are my
Right.
favorite colors. And I looked through my wardrobe the other day and I thought, I've got like 5 pink sweaters. Like, Like that I bought from the store, not that I've knit or anything, but 5 pink sweater. Why am I making another one?
Another pink sweater.
Gosh, but I mean,
Hey,
it
my
was
rule used to be one
I just
in, one out.
yeah, I know, I know. Well, I've got
Yeah.
plenty of sweaters I could ditch, but,
Yeah. Now I do one in, one out, and what it is one knitted item in and one commercial item out.
yes, yeah. So
So I
my
figure
plan is to focus
by the
yeah,
time I'm in the old folks home, I'm gonna have to have special washing instructions for all my clothes and everything's gonna shrink.
I know. Well, I figured I'd make this one just to see how it knits up,
Yeah.
and then I'll make one in actual yarn and colors I really want.
Oh, you're gonna love it anyways. Have
I
you ever
think
made
so.
a love note? I've never made a love
No,
note.
I wanted to make a love note, and I've never made one of them
Yeah.
either. So, you know, um, I don't very often knit a lot of things for me, and here I am right now
Oh,
with
yeah.
2 on the go, 2
Good
sweaters. I mean,
girl. Good girl.
I knit socks for me, but I don't never very often knit tops or shirts
Yeah.
or sweaters,
Yeah.
you know? So, yeah, I got 2 on the go right
Good
now.
girl. You know
Yeah,
what? I wasn't either. I was always a knitter for other people and knitting tons of like little stuff and baby stuff. And I just can't bring myself to knit baby sweaters and stuff anymore. I want to knit stuff for myself.
I know. I
So,
know.
and I mean, how many cardigans and jumpers do you really need? But, I always think of something else.
I know. Well, I think I'm fed up with shawls right now. I've got loads of shawls. I'm always doing shawls
That's
and
the only,
make-alongs and
yeah,
things, and I'm like, "God, I don't wanna make another shawl."
I don't wear them. I
Well,
really, really don't wear them.
I wear them in the winter,
You
but
do?
I do, but I tend to wear the same one, or it's a cowl with
Yeah.
different jackets, if you know what I mean. Like, I've
Yes,
got
yes, yes.
I have my
Yeah, I'm like that too. You get set in your
midwinter
ways.
jacket. Well, yeah, I know. I have my, like, midwinter jacket, which is, like, 3/4 length, and it's for when you're in the car,
Yeah.
and it's blue, so my cowl or my scarf, my shawl is blue that I wear with that one. Then I've got a long coat for when it's really cold, and, so I that's purple. So I have and then I've got a couple of smaller, like, spring jackets that you still sometimes need something around your neck,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like I can't keep making shawls. I'm making one right now. I did the cast on the 24 bird make-along shawl thing,
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah, I saw that. It's beautiful.
"It is very pretty, and the yarn it'll be," but I'm so bored with it now. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
because it's big.
Yeah, I
It's a
laughed because
circular shawl.
when you said you were putting away your blankets the other day, I was like, "Yeah, they're gone
Yeah,
for the
they're
summer."
they're gone for this too hot here to work on a blanket.
Yeah,
Although right
except
now I
lately,
could
it's
use
been
one on my
cold. I could use that blanket
I
all
know that's what I
going.
was just saying right now, I could use one on my lap. But anyway, listen,
Yeah.
we've been chatting for over half an hour, and I gotta get going and get Bob's supper ready before he goes to work, so
Okay, sounds good, sounds
it's
good. We'll
been
catch up with you on the
lovely
flip side, young
chatting.
lady.
Yes, I'll see you
Take
later.
care. Bye
Bye.
now.
So, wasn't that a lovely chat with Alice? Oh man, I love having these sit and knit with me chats with my favorite podcasters. And I think it's fun for you guys to see who I watch. And maybe you can go over and watch them now too. Anyway, I thought that was a really good. I wish I was sitting in her gazebo now, though, I'll tell you, or in her camper, because it is going to be super hot here in the next 3 days. We have heat warnings in effect, of course. And I mean, really silly hot, like 30 in the high 30s, and that's just the temperature. That's not the humidex, which means it will be even hotter or feel like it's even hotter than that. So needless to say, I should be staying in for the next 3 days. I will not be going outside. And and the air conditioning will be on. Yes. And all the fans. Yes. And there'll be lots of drinking of tea. Yes. So anyway, before I go, I just thought I would very quickly update you on what I've done this past week, because I have been slightly obsessed with two things to the detriment of everything else. First thing I've been slightly obsessed with is my Rununculus. Yes. Let me get it the right way for you. There we go. So here is where I am with my Rununculus. I am loving it. The top is all done, and oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So pretty. And I'm on the body now. I have, obviously, the sleeves are just waiting to be finished off. I am going to make them like a short sleeve, probably down to about here. And so that's all done. And yeah, I'm just knitting on, and it's just straight round knitting, 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 knitting. Now, what I did do, I tried it on. I'm knitting size 1 on 6mm needles, and I'm using a it's a baby yarn, actually. I think it's a Bernay Sport Weight DK. And so I started out doing one because I don't like things terribly baggy, but I did try it on. I put it on my little cordy things and tried it on, and while it fits lovely across here, I thought it was a bit too tight. So I added extra stitches under the arms here. I did the same increase that you would have for the raglan sleeve, and I just added more stitches under the arm on both sides to make it a size 2. So we will see if that will just give me a bit more down the sides. And then I will make it, I don't like cropped, so it will not be a cropped sweater. I will make it a little longer, and then do the rib. And I don't know if I'm going to do the big rib, but this is a nice thing about this. You can make this your own. It really is very easy to adjust and taper to your style. So I love that. I did do a little bit more because I felt terribly bad that I had not been working on this one, which is the summer top. It's a King Cole pattern. It's this one. And I have actually, last time you saw me, I think I was just at this point. So I have now started doing the armhole. I can't think of the word. The armhole. So obviously that's, which is kind of cool now because there's not as many stitches on the needle. So it's going a little bit faster. So I did a little bit of that. And I did also car knitting, finish David's sock. This is for my brother, David. David. So I did manage to finish this. Bob has tried it on. It fits him. So I think it will fit Dave. Well, I don't know. We'll see. And I have started on the second one. So this is car knitting. So every time we go anywhere, we do my sock. Comes with me. Yes, so that knitting wise is all I've worked on this week. I am just obsessed with that Rununculus. I can't stop knitting it. And the other one thing that I did work on, again obsessed with, is cross stitch. So still haven't put Evie's name and date of birth and all that on her sampler. Nope, haven't done that. Even though yesterday, which was Sunday for me, was her second birthday. I thought I would give it to her for her birthday, but by the time I have to get it, you know, like framed and blah, 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 that all takes ages. So I decided not to rush it, to give it to her for her birthday. And I have not really put any more into the Picking Puppies cross stitch because I've been so obsessed with this. Now this was the, if you look back the other day, I did an unboxing of this, which was the Bothy's thread box that I got, and their first one. And this is the pattern that's inside for us to make, which I thought would be great for the craft room. And I can't put it down. I spent all day Saturday and Sunday working on this. And these will turn into little stars, which I didn't realize, and this will be the moon when I finish it. But when, like, I was just so interested in getting this pattern, and I thought the wording was perfect. But what I didn't realize was, so that's a donut. So we're eating with the donut, and then sleep, and we'll have the moon and all the stars. Like, how cool is that? And then we've got craft, which it's a ribbon. This is all ribbon. And then repeat is just, well, the word. But anyway, I am loving this project immensely. And when we talked last week, I did say that I wanted to make a grime guard cover, and I did. Look, and I don't know if it's because of this, as silly as that sounds, that I'm enjoying this more, because I have the little grime guard on and it's keeping all the rest of the fabric out my way. It's easier to hold. I don't know, but anyway, I am really enjoying this. And yeah, what are the notes? I had some notes here to tell you about. So yeah, I'm going to definitely make some more grime guards too. And the other thing is, I want to thank Kath. I was having an issue last week trying to decide how many whips I had knitting. Let's not get into cross stitch or quilting. How many whips I had, and what I should call them. And she told me that I should say that I have 6 active whips and 7 inactive / hibernating whips. So I thought that was much nicer. Thank you very much, Kath, for that. And so total of 13, which is not bad. So that really does give me the go-ahead to cast on 2 more, which is a pair of socks for me. And I need some summer socks. I need some really short ones. And to do cast on a sweater for Evie. So that is my plan. And I think I'll have enough of this yarn left, because I've got a whole bag of it. Like, I don't even know how many. It's a whole packet that somebody gifted me. So I believe I could do the sweater for Evie in that, because I think she likes pink. But anyway, I could start that if I wanted. Maybe I'll just try to finish the Rununculus first. Yeah. And I've not done any work on the mitered squares, either of them, which was supposed to be yesterday's job. But you see, the problem is Hirose have started. So I spent all day Saturday watching 3 football games. Sunday, I was all morning at Evie's birthday party, and then in the afternoon was the England game. I haven't even looked at the TV yet because I'm terrified in case well, I'm sure there's a game on, but I need to get this done. And a few other things. So I'm trying to make myself be very good and not watch till later on this morning. And then I just been picking this up. So this might just be the Euro thing that because it's during the day, you see, so that might be the Euro stitch. Okay, I'm going. I've got so much to do. I need to go down and check my yarn because I want to do some yarn dyeing. I've got to work on this the next video for this, because this is now all finished. It's all sewn together. It's all quilted, but I have to work on the borders. So that's going to be getting done today or tomorrow. So I've got so much to do. Oh, and I need to cut some bag fabrics out for bags. Oh, a lot to do this week. It's fun though. Anyway, I'll let you go and I'll talk to you next week. Oh, Thursday, don't forget to keep an eye out for part 3. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.